So guys, before we start, I will do two things. Sorry for the really soft audio, really soft video quality, like you can see right there. My phone just doesn't really, it's not that good as 720p video recording, but it is 30, 60 or 120 FPS. It is right now when I'm moving my tripod. So that's decent, way more FPS for you guys. Minimum of 30, maximum of 120, which is amazing actually. 120 FPS is like smooth AF. But yeah, another thing is I'm not really gonna edit this much. Like my previous videos, I edited like heavy. I was like a heavy metal editing right there. But I really want to test it out. But now it's a little over. Don't worry, I will edit this. At the end of the video, I will manage the specs right here in this corner with text from my editing program. So if you only want to see the specs for this phone, skip to the end of the video. Anyway, let's start. Also guys, you really have to do one thing for me before you're leaving this video. Please let me know what I can use as a SIM card pin, because my phone storage is dying. I have a 64GB SD card, but I don't have a SIM card pin. So please do this, because if you're not gonna say anything to me in the comments, that means that there's a high chance of no videos for like a month or something, because I really need to find one of those things. Please let me know in the comments. I will subscribe to you for free and like all your videos. Okay, that was a joke, but I will subscribe. Anyway, here's the Octo one to stripe. Oh, I really have to clean up my camera. And as you can see, the softness is all gone now. Look, that looks 1,000 times better. Isn't that soft anymore? Sorry. I have to use my phone a lot on school and things like that, and I normally touch my camera. I talked about the display that looked amazing. Well, it is actually a LED display. That is amazing, because this is one of the only phones that has a LED display in my collection. But we're also going to talk about the MediaTek OS and the processor and more in-depth specs in this video. Also, I will record a video on this crap-ass camera, talk about the materials and things like that, and why I just really love this phone. So I will take a video with this thing. See you later. But what I'm going to do first is I have this 64 megabyte micro SD card, and I'm going to put this in just for the sake of it, because the storage is actually dying on this. I think there's like 28 megabytes of something. I have no idea. Oh, failed. Shit, hopefully it's not corrupted. Nah, I don't care, there's nothing on there. I never used this SD card. Wait, it just said something with a red thing on it. Is that even good? Oh crap, I hate this. Yeah, come on, fit. Oh, cards inserted, that's what it said. I will record a video on this and fiddle with this around if I can see if I can get it on the SD card. So guys, I put the brightness up to the max on this thing, and it looks great. It looks great. So I will take it back about the camera, what I said in the previous episode. It looks okay, but the frame rate is definitely gone now. Let me just put it to 0, for example. That is, look, that is kind of horrible. So we're not going to do any editing on this, like editing some settings like EV or what they call like brightness. So we're just going to do stock settings. Let me know about this file type. So, taking a look at the photo. Wait, let me just see. Oh, I have another test photo on here. No sound. Love this MediaTek UI though. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Oh my god. That sounds like a very old camera. Oh my gosh. Hear this. It doesn't have any autofocus. It's 240p. It is very washy. I have seen worse, but it is very washy. I just call it washy because why not? Oh, the scroll wheel actually doubles as a zoomer, which is very nice. No, oh, it's can actually, that's maximum zoom. Very bad lighting unless you're gonna walk to it, but if you're gonna walk away, do like a little brightness trick on here. It's not gonna work unless you like walk to it and the whole camera like sees it. Also, it's very washed out, as you can see. Oh, touch all okay right here, but if I'm gonna zoom in on my cat, for example, it looks super soft. So basically, you heard what I said in that video. It looks very soft. I know I'm bragging about my $150 Motorola One Macro, which is foaming pretty soft, but this is next level softness, my friends. Look at that tree in 720p. Look, this is 1,000 times smoother. My phone has EIS, and it's incredible. Yes, the thing I'm thinking my phone is just incredible because I used this piece of shit before. No EIS, crappy mic, 240p video, 2 megapixel camera. So this phone is still amazing to me. Look at how smooth everything goes. EIS is incredible. No bleeding at all in the microphone as well. And if I'm gonna zoom in max, it's gonna zoom 1,000 times better. It's a little greasy, but the softness is just kind of optimized. It feels very optimized compared to this. Like it's like not a breakthrough or anything. You're not gonna zoom in on videos that much, but for me, come on, it's okay. It's definitely that EIS and this fast focusing. I mean, look at this. Do that. Do that. Look, the full focusing goes pretty slow, but the half focusing, like it registers it that it's there. I have seen definitely worse. Okay, enough flexing about my own camera. This looks worse. The thing I just can't handle is it doesn't have any autofocus, which really sucks. Yeah, I live without autofocus on a phone screen this small. It's not gonna be a huge deal, but since this phone screen is LED, I don't know if this does it get any brighter, because if it does, I've seen very bright LED displays. I had a Samsung one before. Look, this is how bright it maximally gets. It's even brighter. Like it was on this originally, and this is how bright it gets. Holy crap. This is not that impressive for a LED display in 2020, but in 2009, this was solid. This isn't a TFT display, guys. It can't be. It isn't. I tried more Google searching. So let's talk about the feel and look of it. That camera lens looks kind of ugly. You can see my eye. Did I already do a photo test? No, I didn't. Let's just do that. Sorry that I'm switching from different categories, but this camera is horrendous. Even with the EV on 4, I think this EV trick is literally just a software trick. Look at the screen. Come on. See? The screen literally gets brighter. It even look, the screen just gets brighter. Is this a software trick? Also, on 4 Plus, it is still a 60 FPS shutter. I mean, viewfinder, which is very good. This is just EV4 Plus. It was very laggy. Look, as you can see, thank God I'm filming in 1080 60 FPS, because otherwise you couldn't see this. That's pure 60 FPS. That is a very good camera viewfinder, by the way. You can take multiple photos at once. Let me just take a look at the pictures, because the pictures, man. Oh, crap. Also, very intuitive, the UI. It's very laggy, but when you press this button, it just goes to this and you can scroll between things. Look at that. That's the original startup made by Hi. If you don't know, it's the carrier of this phone. The storage is quite slow, but look at that LED display, guys. It looks so good. This might be the best 240p screen ever. And if it isn't a LED display, but just a TFT like GSM Marina says, if I'm wrong, this is the best TFT displays I've ever seen. I'm kind of speechless right now, because I always saw TFT displays as the crappiest technology you can get. Because I've seen phones with really crappy screen, and I got directly tricked by it and thought, oh my god, that's LED. I mean, TFT. Because I'm living with IPS display, it looks sharp as hell. So I'm not really went to that. I don't really know how it looks until I saw that Sony Xperia, which looked good. It looks kind of average for a, if it was a IT, I no not IT, IPS display. But look at these pictures. Oh my good gracious hell! This looks okay. Not gonna lie. Wait, can you zoom with that? No, it's just very laggy. Oh, what is this? Are you a random picture of my earphones? What the fuck? um, this looks alright for 2 megapixels, but this is very overblind, which I don't like. No, I don't want this. It's pretty laggy CPU, and it's also heating up. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't heat up, but it gets surprisingly warm for such a dumb phone. And with warm, I just mean, oh, take that back. My hands are literally ice cold, but it just warms up just a tiny bit. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Come on, focus. This looks. This might be the dumbest selfie I've ever taken. Oh my good gracious hell. This is extremely laggy, as you can see. And also, it looks like I put a gray filter on here. The color is gone. I hate that. The LED display is amazing, but the camera just really sucks. The camera literally just dumps the fact that it's an LED display. Come on, camera. Oh, good gracious hell. I'm gonna keep that picture, my friend. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, what I mean, the keyboard is nice. Forget about the camera, my friend. Forget about it. It was MediaTek OS 6, which I don't know anything about. I have recently heard of Mike Droid. If you don't know him, he's one of my best subscribers. Thanks to him. If you're watching, thank you. Um, he told me that my friend's first phone, that Alcatel 1016D, that really crappy 400 milliamp hour battery thing, has a Spectrum OS, which I never heard of, but this is definitely MediaTek. And how do I know that? Well, I was trying to sleep at midnight because yeah, I sleep really really badly and really late, and I almost got a heart attack and heard from this phone beep 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 in like ear rape, a little bit slowed down and an ear rape. Because the battery was dying and the speaker is too powerful. My heart started beating like crazy on me. It was midnight, I was having a dream, and that happened. I thought, huh? Is that because of my dream of it, or is it in real life? Then I tried to sleep, then it happened again. My mother got angry in the when she waked up because she couldn't sleep of it. So yeah, that is what MediaTek phones do. Crappy low battery sounds, and also just not displaying the battery right. Um, Although this is probably one of the best MediaTek OS I've probably ever seen. God gracious, is this my only MediaTek phone I have? I think. Now the Octa Wanter Star's also like more than 50% MediaTek based, even has a MediaTek theme on it, like that skin you got on there. But yeah, it's this display's a little too bright for this thing, for my cam. So yeah, pretty basic phone. It does have Bluetooth. It doesn't have Wi-Fi, which sucks. It has an FM radio, but you gotta use a dongle. Let me just turn this off first. It has a 2 megapixel camera recording at 240p. Has a MediaTek MT6581D, I think. No, it was a MT6581. That is the processor running at 100. No, it's a single core CPU running at. Oh shit! I don't remember that. Oh yes, I do. 97 megahertz, along with a PowerVR GX 5051U GPU, which really really sucks. I mean, Power VR is the worst ever GPU maker I've ever had. I had that on the Alcatel One Touch Star, and it is worse than any other cheap tablet thing ever. So it's surprisingly snappy. That's the pro. It has a good speaker inside of it, which is also a pro for music players. It has a scroll wheel, which feels good. It feels good in the hand. Feels pretty sturdy. Good materials, not crackling or anything. It is the first phone with a actual good notch that has some function without making the screen smaller, so that's also a pro. It's in a very nice carbon color. Oh, shit. I have to pause video because I have to do something. Sorry guys, had to take my sleep pills. Anyways, pretty decent phone overall. It does have a SD card slot, micro SD, which is very good. It's actually very accessible for that. So if you're someone who definitely likes the internet, downloading things like that, I would definitely want Wi-Fi on this thing. Do you know what? If this phone like works after 8 years, I will buy my unlimited SIM card with like unlimited data on it and put it inside of here. Test a lot of phones because since I have unlimited data, it doesn't really matter if I like download something or something. That would be amazing, like interneting on phones like that I have. But yeah, that's a madman's dream, man. I'm poor. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of poor. Cons. The back carbon messenger, back plate, whatever. They're calling it the carbon messenger. Which is pointless. Look at this lip. While peeling the back cover off the previous owner, which is a girl by the way. That's actually kind of a con. Rip this off. So yeah, it's just a layer. It does feel good. It's definitely not gonna go anywhere. It doesn't even bend that much. So good back cover. That's what it gets as a pro. The camera is what it gets as a pro. It is 60 FPS viewfinder, which is very surprising. Never seen that before. Not being sarcastic. But the video quality sucks. But yeah, maybe you can get a 360p. Maybe you can force it via software to get a 360p video. Because I think I've seen a phone with a 2 megapixel camera and a 360p video. So maybe you can force it to do that in a smaller screen size. Good thing is the battery's great. But it's a little small. It's hard to replace because this phone isn't that good. It's very small, so if you want to put it in another phone, it has to be a very specific one. Isn't that efficient as sometimes it isn't as efficient as it used to be in like standby time, but it is decent for how old it is. Oh my god. They put the word Bluetooth in there. That's kind of bad. Design is pretty good. Good phone overall. Also a good thing for the price. I don't know how much this thing costs, but having mini USB is all they have. But it is nice that you at least have USB because that means easy data transfer, no stupid thing. Some Nokias even don't have any ports to do that. Anyway, good phone, good MediaTek OS as well, but the concept's a little sloppy and laggy sometimes. GPU sucks, but yeah, that's to be expected. Pros also has G sensor, which I maybe make a part 3 of this video. Oh, and if this video hits over 8 views, I will make a part 3 of this. See you later.